Real Conversations, episode 13. Oh man, I might be fucking around, but it might be episode 14. But at the end of the day, it's an episode.
you on your I don't know if you listen to Joe Budden's podcast, but they always losing track of their numbers, man.
listen, you lose track because you grinding.
That's a fact.
And I know you grinding.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man, listen, introduce yourself to my audience. And I'm gonna introduce myself to your audience out there on the live joint.
Yeah.
Yo, subscribe to us, Real Conversations, on iTunes and iHeartRadio. We also got a YouTube channel, Real Conversations. Oh man, introduce yourself. I'm sorry, man. I just like that.
Nah, it's all good. You gotta get your plug in as you should. How you doing, everybody? I'm Lawrence Henderson, developer and creator of the BrooklynOrBust app. And also BrooklynOrBustApp.com, where I feature music videos, interviews, and you could also download the app there, and it's going to expand into many other things as time comes.
Oh, man. Listen, I got the dopest brother in Brooklyn.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
because he's just humble. Like, he's humble about the things that he's doing and the things that he's putting together. Like, if you download the app, and everybody should have, like, a smartphone, right or wrong.
They do. Everybody. I mean, if you still walking around, anything short of you being a hustler, then you shouldn't be having a flip phone right now, man.
So the object of the game is that when you go to iTunes, right, you subscribe to my podcast, right?
Right.
And then when you go to the app, to the iTunes app, to the what is it? The
App Store.
The App Store.
Yeah.
You subscribe to BrooklynOrBust, or else. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to put foot to your ass when we see you.
Hands and feet. Because we're going, listen, because you've been grinding. And just
tell me. For a long time, man.
Just tell me how long you've been grinding. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to go into the app. And then the different things about the app that a lot of people gonna find out. And then we're going to leave surprises. So when they actually download it,
definitely,
they could be surprised.
Well, anybody that been following my journey, I started out doing a clothing line. It's called Gifted Apparel, and it was a dope process, man. Like we got a lot of celebrities, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Carmelo Anthony, but then like most things, as time goes, it's always sometimes it's time to just move on and just embark on new things. I like to sum it up like this. It takes 10 years to be successful in anything, right?
Yeah. So
I'm not going to wait till the 9th, 10th year to then go start something new. I invested in that. It's growing, and it's time for the Brooklyn or Bust, man. It's time to birth it. It's like having a kid, and then it's time to have another baby.
Yeah.
So
shout out to the
I had 2 babies in 1 year, man. Shout out to my son Brooklyn.
Oh man.
And then the Brooklyn or Bust app. But so after I moved on from the clothing line, I had this idea to develop a app, and I just felt like we as black people, we got a tendency like. I want to be one of those black people that work smarter, not harder. Like everything from that we know is like manual labor and, busting your back, or like I come from West Indian culture, and it's like everything is like, if it don't make no money right away, then you don't need to be doing it. It's not a lot of entrepreneurship. So I'm just here to try to break the cycle, man. Like why I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? White people do it. And I'm not trying to make this thing about race or nothing like that.
Absolutely
but
not.
It's like, if I could download everybody else's app, like, why I can't have my own app? Like, you know what I mean? Like
let me in the door.
Yeah, that's it, So when we talk about pushing the culture forward, man, I feel like I don't get enough credit for it because can't nobody that got a clothing line tell me that they don't want Jay-Z, Beyonce, Carmelo Anthony. We did that. And then to spin off and then go off into tech, come on, man. Like, that's why I see people talking about pushing the culture forward, man. I be wanting to say, fuck y'all, man, because y'all not doing it.
Exactly. And you putting the work in. Like, you put the work in.
Definitely. And still got a lot to do, man.
Still got a lot to do.
Shit.
And I reached out to you and shout out to me, man, because I do this shit, man. Like, I reach out to people in their DMs, man. I told a dude the other day, I was like, yo, man, I be sliding in these niggas' DM like I'm a chick, man.
Because you got
a network, man,
through any network. You ain't trying to bag. You ain't trying to bag nobody. You trying to get your brand.
I'm trying to get my brand
out
there, man. And I think you've been doing it. And you've been doing the same thing though.
Definitely.
Like I literally every time I'm on Instagram and I see it, yo, you post Brooklyn or Bust
every fucking day, man. You get tired of it, huh?
every day, and you out there grinding. And I even seen you. You was damn man. you was in this factory. What was it? Some denim, the denim joint.
Yeah, man. It's actually not too
Brooklyn.
far from here. Yeah, it's called Lauren Denim, man. They do custom denims and stuff like that. Man, you pay attention, man. I be thinking shit be going over people's heads sometimes, man.
Yo,
you
listen.
Pay attention to that.
Word to mother. I pay attention to everything because I want to push the culture forward.
Yeah,
that's why
man.
I have the podcast called Real Conversations, and I want to say, listen, I want to interview everybody.
That's right, and
about everything.
And when I do stuff like that again, I know it come off like it's for myself, but it's really not. Like, I'm sure there's some one of my followers that want to, like, I know people that want to do denims. They want to make a denim line. Yeah. So it's like, I could take you to the water, but you got to, you know, I'm telling you, like, yo, this is where it's at if you want to do it. Like, there's this place right here, 15, 20 minutes away from your crib. Just go there and ask questions. Like, that's it, man.
And I think, and you've been doing it, listen, I see in the interview that you didn't have any styles and shit like that.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Like, you out
again,
there.
the culture, man. Culture. They talk that culture shit, but I don't see it, man.
You know what I'm saying? So we was just like, how I feel is like, when I see you out there networking and
right.
you doing it for the brand.
Right.
You doing it for the brand, you doing it for the culture. And it's much appreciated on my part.
Thank you, man. Listen, I appreciate that, man.
Because listen, you came on and you like, yo, listen, I want to come on. I was like, word?
Yeah. Listen, man, I don't care if you got 5 people that tune in, 5. I'm not that ahead of myself to think that everybody in the world know me. Like, even if you got 5 listeners, and I'm not saying that you do or you don't. I'm just saying, even if you got 5 people, I'm almost certain 3 out of those 5 people probably never heard of me.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to shoot down nobody else. And a lot of times I feel like people don't understand, like, in the journey of this thing called success, like, you have to take certain stops to get to, like, I'm not going to wake up and be on Power 105.1. Like, I need shows like yours to help me build this thing that I got going on to get to that point. Motherfuckers be wanting to skip the process, man, and you can't.
Oh man! And then I don't know if you got your podcast.
Yeah, I got the podcast. Yeah,
I heard the podcast one day. I was at work and shit. I was just like, let me just listen to your podcast.
Yeah.
And you know, it was dope. It was dope. Where you do your podcast at?
The podcast thing is really. I'm just a host on it.
Okay.
I'm just a host on there. The actual owner / producer of the show is Star Kima. We do it out of Brick Studios, downtown by BAM.
Okay.
Downtown BAM, and it's like a hip hop old school versus new school. Like, I promote like the new school, and my co-host Joy, she does like the old school. So we have little battles and stuff like that. But I'm just the host on there though. But it's still like mine, you know.
Because I'm saying, like, and I mention all of these things because I know that you branding. Like, you out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. Because once you realize that you in a situation to push the culture forward, like you said, you able to change people's mindset about Brooklyn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just want to go into the app where, you know, you have a trivia up there. Give me some of the trivia that you might that people might see when they download it today. Right now.
Yeah, download it right now. And if you tuned into my live and you ain't downloaded, man, fucking unfollow me, man.
Yeah.
Well, the concept behind the app, like I said, it's a New York City / Brooklyn-based trivia app. I feel like right now I live in Bedford-Stuyvesant, and I'm one of those people that I've been there from when it was the crack era, like to seeing the crack vials on the floor, to seeing people walking their dogs at 12 o'clock in the afternoon now. Mm-hmm. And if you one of the people that's blessed to still be in the neighborhood, the reason I did the app is for you to appreciate what we have already. And for the people that's coming in, I want you to understand the history you're coming into. So again, when we talk about culture, I'm catering for the culture that's there already and the culture that's coming in. But as usual, you know, sometimes it just go over people's heads, man. But I'm just happy you're one of the few people that understand it. Also in the app is a section called BK Hotspots, where I basically promote you know, dope restaurants and exclusive boutiques for people to check out. Once again, pushing the culture forward by telling people, like, yo, it's these places, like, you don't always have to go to chain restaurants and stuff. Like, it's like, you don't gotta go to True Religion to buy a dope pair of denims. Like, you know, Lauren Denim is right up the block.
It's right up the block from you. What's crazy is that I was actually going through and I was like, damn, these are some of the restaurants that I actually go to.
Yeah, that you was keeping to yourself. Sneaky. He ain't denied it neither. He like,
listen. Me and wifey like, yo, listen, we going here, and that was just that. But we just kept it 100, and we basically looked at. Me and my wife, we looked at your app and was like, oh shit, like, this is something. Like, we know we we into it. You know what I'm saying? So we saw Suede up there. We saw a couple other restaurants up there, and we was like, oh man, we was just there like the other day. But I think that's a good sense for people who are not familiar with Brooklyn.
But, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I want them for the new people that's coming in, like, that's what it's there for.
Yeah.
You know? And some of the questions like that you might find on the app, like, what part of the borough was Michael Jordan born? Like I said, I don't want to give it all away, but
you got to download it.
You got to download it, man, to really listen. I sum it up to this: it's 99 cents for some knowledge. If you don't want no knowledge for 99 cents, then I don't need you to fuck around me, man. Like,
I usually tell people to repeat that again, so go repeat that again, please.
It is 99 cents for some knowledge.
Oh man,
that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. I'm cheaper than Jay-Z.
You know what I'm saying? But you're doing it for the culture.
Yes, even though sometimes I feel like the culture is annoying.
Yeah,
but, you know.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna give up though. It's just, you know what it is. People may not know this about me, but I'm a very passionate person, man. Like, I think we live in a time where social media it paints a picture, and though we may not want to admit it, we all paint a picture on social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, naturally, I go out my way to not offend people. But as the day's been going, man, I'm starting to feel like, listen, some of y'all not rooting for me any fucking way. So why should I feel?
You starting to get on your Kanye West shit from Brooklyn.
Yo, man, basically, and he's a Gemini like me. So there you go. Kanye's a Gemini. Tupac was a Gemini. Yeah. Kendrick Lamar, and these is all people that, like I said, man.
But you have
we come off crazy, but we not crazy.
It's crazy because I go for rent every time you hear this podcast. I always go for rant because
it's needed.
Because it's needed. You don't get the support that we deserve.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I always look at it like people support you, but then people will just stroll through, and that's the people that just.
Yo, I posted something like that this morning, man. They got people that genuinely support you, and then I'm starting to realize the percentage of people that they champion you on from like a distance. It's one of those things where it's like, if you make it, they could be like, oh, I was fucking with you. But then if you don't make it, it's kind of like, I knew that nigga wasn't going to make it anyway. So, that's why I ain't really rock with him.
That's why I ain't really rock with him and shit like that.
Right.
But at the end of the, man, my thing is at the end of the day, man, like, you gotta promote each other. And when it comes down to, and you gotta promote, I must say you must promote and support.
Right.
Two key words: support,
right,
and promote. Either way you want to put it.
And that's going to take me to another part of the BrooklynOrBust app.com. I do marketing and promotions up there for like musicians, artists, different businesses, right? And again, we talk about pushing the culture forward. Like, I'm providing a platform to where you can promote your business on my Instagram or my website to a decent, large following. And I notice a lot of people, I'm not going to say they don't want to do it, but a lot of people don't really like to invest in themselves for whatever reason it might be. And I'm not here to judge them for that. But all I'm saying is, once again, Larry's pushing the fucking culture forward by providing a platform that you can showcase your product. Now, granted, it's for a fee, but understand, like,
but it's a small,
the lights got to stay on.
It's a small,
it's a small fee, man.
It's a small fee, man. And from what I look at, man, you are the person that's in Brooklyn that's supporting people for a small fee.
Man.
You're not charging an arm and a leg.
I'm sure, and it's like this at the end of the day. Like, when I got here, you asked me, yo, was it hard getting over here?
Yeah.
Listen, if my Uber here costs $55, that's what I got to pay to get here to get my message out.
Yeah.
So if somebody don't want to spend money on their brand, listen, that's on them, man. But again, that's why you see the separation. And when you hit me, I thought this interview was tomorrow. I was like, yo, it's tomorrow, right? He like, nah, it's today, 1:00. What I said to you today?
I'll be there.
That's because my brand, that's what's important to me,
because
man.
of the brand is important, man. The brand is important, and then you got to look at, this is, like you said before, you said about the five listeners. Out of the 5, 3 might be listening.
That's
right?
it.
And now those 3 is listening to you.
That's right. And they might go down low. They might own a business or something. That's right. So I would never look at somebody and be like, oh, they don't got this large type of following or that, so I'm not doing it. Listen, man, it's a journey and a process to everything. Like, even though I'm not heavily active with the clothing brand no more, like, I would not sit here and pretend like that didn't provide me with some of the tools that I need to stand on my own too right now.
Exactly.
Like that played a major part in me.
Exactly.
Being able to rebrand myself in less than a year. I got a whole new operation in less than a year. There's people that have been trying to do one thing for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
So in less than a year, I was able to start a whole new wave of something totally different. You know, but again, that also came from me being committed to when I was doing the clothing. Yeah. So, you know, I understand how things go.
Man, and to come out with a clothing line, I was just talking about this the other day. Excuse me. People been doing it for like 10, 15 years. And still elevating. Yeah. But still elevating, but still trying to reach that peak.
It's very difficult. Very difficult. And I meet people that say to me like, yo, you know, you had how y'all had Jay, Beyonce, and y'all still wasn't able to take it to that next level. Let me explain something to you.
Explain that to the people.
Fucktards. All right? There's a difference between somebody wearing your clothes and somebody endorsing you.
Your clothes, exactly.
These celebrities, when they wear it, they not tagging you. You know what I'm saying? It only looks good for the people that's following you already.
Oh, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when they endorse you, it's different because now they are obligated to like tag you, speak about your stuff, whatever like that. In the fashion world, when you give a celebrity something, man, they wear it that one time. If you get tagged, you might get lucky and get a tag, but then that's it. Like they move on. Yeah. So it's you know, it's not like they obligated to do this. You still got to do the work.
You still got to do the footwork.
So when people be like, "Oh yeah, man, just get your shirt on this person and you should take off and you'll be out of here." Listen, man, it's not nothing in life work like that, man.
Listen, I was just telling somebody, if life was easy, man, listen, sign me up.
Right.
But it's hard.
It's very some might even look at like Cardi B and think like it was overnight. No, she went from stripping to doing 2 mixtapes in 2 months or whatever the case might be, and just it's a process. Then the love and hip hop, like it don't never happen overnight. I never forget somebody. One of my associates told me this before when I asked him. Troy Ave's manager, Hovain. I never forget this. I asked him one day. I bumped into him in traffic. I was like, "Yo, what's a good piece of advice that somebody ever gave you?" And he said, "Rick Ross gave me a piece of advice that always stuck with me." He said Rick Ross told him it took him 10 years to be an overnight success. Like, I want you to understand that. It took 10 years to be an overnight success. So that means the perception is, this nigga just came from out of nowhere. Nah, he took 10 years to be an overnight success.
But that's crazy, though, because at the end of the day, right, you look at it like, you grinding for 20 years.
Right.
And then that 21st year.
That's where they actually
at. You know what I'm saying? You at that peak.
Yeah, look at 2 Chainz, man. 2 Chainz went from
it took him
disturbing the peace to duffel bag boys
to now being on anything and I mean mainstream as well.
Fucked up deals, bad deals, friendships, family, all of that come with it, man.
But the one thing I must say is like when you, and I mentioned it before, when you passionate about something,
cannot get in the way of that.
Nothing get in the way. Nothing getting away. No Uber ride. No,
none of that. I ain't even eat no breakfast. The only thing I had was a cup of tea, but I wasn't about to. Like I said, man, I'm hungry right now, man. Like literally in every sense of the fucking word. Like I'm hungry. I was like, yo, is any food spots around here? I'm hungry, but again, like I said, man, you got to do what you got to do, man.
Exactly.
I'm just here to lead by example.
Oh, nah, and we definitely appreciate it, man, because when you so interested in doing something and it's a passion of yours, and you gotta do it, people. You gotta do it. To the people that's on his live, listen, you gotta do it, because there's no way that you sit out here and you say, oh man, I'm having a hard time at doing this, and you give up. That's failure. Giving up is being a failure. But pushing it forward and pushing the culture and trying to push the culture forward like this man is doing right here, that's being a success. That's success, man. That's right, man. I'm sorry, man.
Nah, you good. Nah, they need. Listen, man. They might listen to you. They might listen to you before they listen to me. So
listen, they might like, yo, who the fuck is that? But this is just real.
Nah, it's real. Another thing too, I want to get while I got this platform. Yeah. And y'all on live too. Stop fucking wasting my time asking me who developed the app if you not gonna invest the type of money that it costs. listen, I'm not going to lie to you. It is not cheap to develop an app. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's the easiest thing or it's covered. It costs thousands of fucking dollars to invest the app. So if you're not willing to sacrifice at least $5-6 grand of your life, or not take that trip to Miami for the summer, or not go to Jamaica, okay, don't ask me who developed my app or can you introduce me to your guy, because it costs $5 grand plus to even start an app. So if you're not trying to not go to Jamaica or DR or Cancun for the year, if that's what you weigh your mind at, don't bother hitting me up, because that's time I can't get back. Another thing, I be giving people so much of advice about stuff, and some of them don't even be fucking liking my shit on Instagram, but when you hit me up, I deliver. I give you the message you need. But I'm also tired of giving that message or sending you that plug and then you're not doing nothing with it. Now you wasting my time. So starting top of the year, I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all want anything from me, it's gonna be a consultation fee, because I can't waste time no more.
Yeah,
because that type of time I could be doing something for myself.
You could be in DR.
Right.
You could be, you know what I'm saying? You could be, listen, I'm hearing the message and I'm like, yo, listen, because at the end of the day, if you doing something that you want to do and you giving advice to people that you feel like ask you for the advice, and you give it to them, and they still act like they don't know, man, listen, you got to catch up, man.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all now, if y'all want to invest in any app, it's at least have $5 grand to the side, man. If not, don't waste your time, and please don't waste mine. I'm telling you, top of the year, it's going to be a consultation fee.
Oh, man, listen.
$75 to $100 an hour. Because I can't. You can't get it back, man.
You can't get it back, man. And listen, and me new to the, I must say I'm new to the game of promoting and real conversations. I'm new to it. So
it's dope, though, man. It's dope.
It's dope. But I just feel like networking is the best form of me promoting real conversations.
It is.
You understand? So I feel like if I'm out here, I'm me, who I am. Like, and I tell people, and I tell a story every time whoever come on this podcast.
I want to hear. I'm being. Sure, from a brother like you, I'm sure it's insightful. So I'm listening.
When you see my name up there and it says Real Conversations, Ari, that's me. That's who I am.
Right.
And that's real. You don't get anything sugar-coated.
Right.
You just get a real individual. You know what I'm saying? So when I introduce people to who I am, it's no tag name, no nickname, no. They don't call me Poop Poop or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They call me Ari, and that's just real.
I can tell you met people that did bullshit like that to you.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm introducing myself, they're like, "Well, who are you?" Now, listen, I'm Ari. I'm just me. I am who I am because I'm a real dude.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm learning to not sugarcoat shit no more.
You can't because you gotta allow yourself to be like, listen, this is who I am, yo. This is real conversations.
Right.
This is real.
That's why I like it here, man. Real conversation. That's another reason why I'm so blunt with certain stuff too, because it's real conversations, man.
It's real. And listen, a lot of people don't like when I use a lot of profanity, but I just say, listen, sometimes it's necessary.
Yo, man, some people. Like my best friend Precious, man, she got this line she say to me.
Shout out to Precious.
Shouts out to Precious. It's my best friend. I love her. Yo, she got this thing where she'd say to me, man, because I always been the type of guy to like try to be nice and like lay it to people nice. And she always say to me, she'd be like, Larry, you got to understand, some people only respect disrespect. And for me, like I like to think I'm a good-hearted person, so I don't like to handle people that way. Like I said, even when I post my morning post on Instagram, I go out of my way to not offend nobody. I leave it to where you either gonna like it and agree with it, or you're just gonna keep scrolling. I don't leave no room for debate. I've been posting morning posts for the last 4 fucking years. I've never had no debate in the comment section with nobody over nothing that I post, because I make it that way to where you either gonna like it or you're just gonna keep scrolling and say, hey, that's not for me. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, I'm not doing that no more though. I'm gonna post what I want to post, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't. Because I realize too, I don't have to argue with you. You can leave your comment right there. I could just delete it and keep it moving.
You ever heard of this? Oh man, this takes people back to when they was in like elementary school. I say freedom of speech. I'm allowed to say whatever I want.
Because I feel like for a while I've been like containing myself for not offending people, but then it's like these same people, they don't fuck with me like that. So it's basically like they already got their mind made up.
They got their mind made up, and then it's like, yo, listen, I'm trying to elevate myself, but
that's it.
I'm supposed to elevate myself, and it's not like, all right, and it goes back to the support. I'm not asking you to support me, but I'm just asking you to take a look at what I'm doing. take a look at what I'm doing for everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the culture.
Yeah, they don't get it, though. But I, for as much as I'm badgering the people that don't support me, shouts out to everybody, though, that do fuck with me. Like, a lot of people come to my events. Yeah. They show love. They have a good time. It's genuine love. Not everybody is totally on some, anti-Larry shit,
You had that event. Oh, man, damn.
Which one? The movie? The
movie one.
Yeah, Dope Fiend, the movie screen. I had at Milk River, man. Oh, 93 out of 100 tickets. So, man, that is...
Shout out to that, man.
That is beautiful. I didn't even know I had that much love out here. So, for as much as I'm acknowledging...
Say that again. How many numbers was that?
93 out of 100 tickets sold for Dope Fiend at Milk River, And the next event is the 9th. And it's going to be a music showcase. Because like I said, on the website, I got this thing called Music Wednesdays. Yeah. And every Wednesday, I feature a different artist. Okay. So now I'm
I'm sorry to interrupt you. What artists you got
lined up so far?
Yeah.
I got Moosey Wins. I got this kid from, I think he from Queens. I'm not too sure, but his name is FR Easy. Okay. And I got 2 more open slots. I'm trying to get I don't want to say it yet because I'm trying to get some.
No.
Some. I'm trying to get somebody. It's hard, man. Yeah. So I left the 2 slots open, kind of. I definitely need a female.
And the location is at
that's the thing about me. I don't give up. But
no. I know that. Yeah. I know that.
I never give the locations, man.
No locations, man.
No locations.
That's free.
Yeah, if you'll know if you get an invite, it'll be in your inbox. You know what I mean? Yes. And the reason, and some people might just let me answer this too for people that feel like I don't never post the locations. The reason why I don't post the locations is because I'm big on energy. I like to know who's coming to my events because I know the tone. The things that I'm doing now is the setup for things I want to do 7, 8 years from now. Yeah. So if I set the tempo right now that I want all my events to be sophisticated, classy, civil people, and I do that for like 3, 4 years, on the 5th year, when I put it on the public timeline, that means you already know what to expect when you come.
Yeah, expectations is already there.
Expectations already there. As opposed to me just putting it on the timeline, and then next thing you know, you come, it's a melee. Now you don't ever want to come back to none of my events again. Now you don't feel, and everybody want to feel like they're exclusive. So for as much shit as they talk about, oh, no invite, no, why you didn't put the location, everybody get that good feeling when they know they get that little invite in their inbox. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even whether they coming or not. They just like knowing that they got the invite. You know what I'm saying?
I know I'm definitely getting my invite.
Man, you definitely got to be there, man.
Shout out to
everybody that's in here as well is welcome to come out, man, and
definitely
have a good time. So the next one going to be like I said, a dinner mixer / music showcase, and that's just to highlight the website and the Music Wednesdays that I do, just to showcase different artists every Wednesday.
And that's good, and that's good that you're reaching different artists from different boroughs as well.
Yeah.
Because I think that's
they told
important.
me I'm too Brooklyn.
Well, listen, you can never be too Brooklyn, man. Because I'm Brooklyn too, man. I'm Brooklyn all the way. And we just trying, man. Like,
man, fuck that. We ain't trying. We doing, man. You here? You got a studio. It's about probably like 10, 15 people home right now trying to figure out where they gonna get a studio. Listen, man, I ain't gonna say no names, but I've met a lot of people. Like I said, for the last 2 years, man, they've been telling me what they trying to do. So we gotta stop shortchanging. Now you here? You on air? You on air? You here?
It says so on air over there, right?
You ain't trying. You ain't trying. Listen, man. You the content there. It's just for them to get catch on to it.
And I tell people the content is always there. You go to iTunes, go to iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, YouTube channel.
You doing a lot more than most, man. You'd be surprised.
Listen. I even do an interview in your house. Listen, I'm just trying to, and I tell people, man, and it's just like you're just reaching people. I'm just trying to reach people.
That's it.
Because once you reach people, that person you reach right there, he gonna reach somebody else. She gonna reach somebody else, and then that's gonna elevate you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just about marketing who you are, your brand.
That's it. I tell people all the time, listen, if you don't like the morning words, you're going to like the way I dress. If you don't like the way I dress, you're going to like the app. If you don't like the app, you're going to like Music Wednesdays. If you don't like Music Wednesdays, you're going to like the hat. Listen, you're going to like something about me, period. So I'm just here to brand, man. You don't like the app, then like the website. You don't like the website, then go like the hat. If you don't like that, then go fuck yourself.
Oh man. So are you still thinking about a clothing line, or are you thinking about revamping a clothing line? Like I'm saying down the road.
Down the road? Yeah, definitely. See, again, I'm a visionary. So I look at it like this, right? I like to use this example, and I get so pissed off when people ask me dumbass questions. So yes, I like to use Angry Birds as an example. Angry Birds, right? They started out as an app, right?
Yeah.
Now tell me everything that Angry Birds got: cups, plates, socks,
I saw the
t-shirts, the movie.
I saw the movie with my kids.
Yeah. So again, it's not surface. Like I said, I started the app turned into a website. Mm-hmm. The website turned into hats.
Yeah.
And the hats might turn into plates. It might turn into cups. It might turn into whatever. It might turn into a fucking club. That's the thing, man. You got to keep your mind open and not just get caught up with what you see in front of you. But to answer your question, absolutely some gear going to come. Not right now. That ain't the focus right now. But a successful brand, every successful brand got merch.
Got merch.
Listen,
listen, shout out to that, man, because, listen, if you got merch, then you just be like, I bet, huh? You know how they do
merch.
it. You give it out. Boom, look, take it. Man. Boom, here goes shirt.
That's right. Anybody tuning in right now, y'all want to, get your own Buzz hat? I got them. They on sale. Hit me up. We can get it. We still got the camo BrooklynOrBust truckers. Yeah, hit me up. So to answer your question, though, yeah, eventually, that's not my focus, though. Yeah. That's not my focus. My focus right now was the website and, introducing different artists from all over the place to my following and my platform. Mm-hmm. And, of course, to get people to download the app,
Yeah. And we're gonna keep saying it, man, because people rather download the app, man. They gotta download the app.
Yes, download the app, BrooklynOrBust. It's only for iPhone users. Again, that's another thing too. See, I'm giving away free advice to this stuff. That's another thing too. Some people be like, "Yo, when is it coming for the Android?" Listen here, it's not the same amount of money. That's for me to develop it for the Android. Is cost the app I got now. My app is basic. I already invested $7,000 in it. You know what I'm saying? I already invested $7,000 in it, right? So for me to do it for the Android, I got to invest another $7,000 because the systems is two different systems.
Yeah, two different operating systems.
Another thing too, if you fucktards think that I make $1 off every download, I don't. I shouldn't even be saying all of this. Like Apple take 30% of everything. So my app, even though you might see 99 cents in the App Store, I get 70 cents of downloads. I'm not making no fucking money. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I think Android takes only like 20%. But again, anytime you see an app, Apple take 30%. Larry does not make 99 cents off a download. I make 70 cents. All right? And it's hard to get people to spend 99 cents to download something. Trust me.
You got to realize that shit, man. Like, that shit is just super expensive, man. Like,
it is. And again, this is me giving the culture knowledge. All right? Apple take 30% of everything.
Oh, man.
So all them apps y'all be downloading and you paying $2, $3, 99 cents. Listen, Apple take 30% of all of that, man. So you could imagine how much money they making on a daily. Apple not going nowhere no time soon,
you
man.
Said 70%.
Yeah, 70. So if the app is 99 cents, I get 70 cents a download. It's peanuts.
Man. Oh, man.
That's why you got to smarten up and get the website and sell ad space and do events, because Apple don't get no percentage of that. Nah. Again, I'm giving y'all a blueprint, man. Like,
oh, nah, give them blueprint, but they just got to come up with the money.
Yeah, that's $5,000 plus to invest in the app, man. Unless you want to do it the other way and go through a third party and your app will look like a mobile website. But, that's an option too. I mean,
come out with a green screen.
Yeah, I mean, because some things, if you ain't got the money, you just don't got the money. You got to crawl before you walk.
Yeah.
Like I had a shoot yesterday. I ain't gonna say,
Where the location
or what was going on.
Yeah.
It was we was short in some things, but we made it work though. You know what I'm saying? And it could have easily been a situation where I'd be like, yo, I don't want to do the shoot no more because of this thing, which I'm not gonna say because I'm not putting my business out there. But again, this is my brand. And it got to get done. So we're going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to figure it out.
Listen, man, you have to figure it out if you're trying to market yourself and market your brand.
Yeah.
No matter what. You can't let nothing come in front of you. You know what I'm saying? whatever road that's there and it's a bumpy road, fuck, you got to go through that bumpy road, man.
Got to, man. Trust me, I've been through it. In 1 year, I had an unexpected son, and I walked away from a brand that I thought was going to be my life, man. I'm still here. Look at me smiling. Happy, man. You know what I'm saying? My son healthy. You know what I mean?
There you go.
My brand growing. The website is up. The app is there.
Yeah,
you
man.
know, I'm on your show. You know what
man.
I'm
Listen, man. Listen. I'm here with you.
I'm good, man. I'm in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a happy space, man. I got my immediate circle. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out Precious. Shouts out Gav. Shouts out Balky. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta have decent people around you, though.
You
man.
do, and
that's what it's about.
I got some other people. You know, shouts out to Matt. You know what I'm saying? I got some people that's really helping me, man. And it's
the support system is still there. It's there. It's there. And it ain't gonna go nowhere, man. And you're gonna keep doing wonderful things, man. Like, and I just
thank you, man. Keep me in your prayers.
Listen, everybody got to keep him in his prayers, man. Me too, man. Because we just listen. This is,
and I do the same for you, my brother.
Listen, man. It's a grind, man.
People
don't understand. Like, when you up 3 a.m.
Yeah.
People don't know, like,
and still got a day job.
And you up? I'm up 3. Listen, I tell people, man, I'm up 3 a.m. I'm working on the craft.
Yeah,
and I'm just getting ready for work, man.
That's it. Listen to a shitload of other podcasts and things of that nature. Like I listen to a lot.
I listen. I try to listen to everybody.
Yeah,
and this is what real conversations we always get off. I try to listen to everybody podcasts and I subscribe to everybody's podcast, and I want everybody to, do the same, because I feel like we should always elevate each other, no matter, whatever color you from, whatever color you are, wherever religion you are, it doesn't really matter at this point,
right? Because
it's about elevating each other, the human race.
That's right, man.
Oh man, and
it ain't about color no more, man.
I think color was like a couple, like what, 15, 20 years ago.
It is, and that's what black people need to understand too, like. If y'all want to sit there and complain about white America and all of this stuff, like what I'm doing, tech is a field that black people don't really flourish in. So So sometimes it's puzzling to me why people not championing what I got going on. Like, even if not for you, like I'm opening up a door for your kid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
I read that.
So like
what's crazy is that like you listen. If you go to the website, like I do,
yeah.
You wrote that.
I did. They don't. Yo, man, you be doing your homework, man.
Listen.
Yeah, they don't get it though, man. It's fuck Larry.
You got listen. You got to do your research on every and anybody. Listen, you can look at a millionaire. He's like, oh man, how did he become a millionaire? You got to do your research.
Got it. Yo, it's funny you say that. You know what I realized with everybody that's like rich now. Yo, when I watch their stories, I don't know your upbringing.
Yeah.
But you watch a lot of stories about successful people, right? Be honest. When you listen to their story, right?
Yeah.
And you look at your own life.
Yeah.
Our life.
I take a look.
Yeah. We in a much better space than they.
Yeah.
Like, I tell people all the time, like, Tyler Perry had to sleep in his car. Yo, man, I pray to God I don't never got experience. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like.
It's like, I look at it like it's always going to be a tough road to success.
Yeah, definitely.
And you have to go through those roads. And right now, I feel like, I guess, I'm gonna put myself in for myself, right?
Right.
Myself. I'm always gonna be in a tough space.
Right.
Because who I am and the way that I carry myself.
Right.
Right. And people look for people who's doing podcasts to be aggressive and what is it? Egotistic, offensive, but I'm not.
They want them because they want them clicks. They want that click.
I'm the most humblest guy you will ever meet in your life. I will tell you about my upbringing, and I will tell you about my life, and I will tell you how I spend my days.
Right.
Because that's who I am. I'm an open book, and I want people to understand that I'm an open book, just like this podcast is a real podcast.
Right.
It's real conversations. My phone go off. That's just an email from work.
Right.
Because it's real shit going on with me.
Definitely.
And I don't, like I said, I don't have that. Oh, I'm sleeping in my car, Tyler Perry, or like I said before, I said everybody has their own story.
That's a fact.
Everybody has their own story. You might not be sleeping in the car. Well, you might be sleeping on the couch.
You're right.
And you're trying to move, Listen, I shout out to the people that's sleeping on the couch, man.
Yeah,
And you
shout
trying to
out to my
elevate.
couch sleeping that's trying to elevate.
And you trying to elevate, man.
Shout out to my 9-to-5 workers that's trying to elevate outside of their job. Shout out to those that don't got a job. Shout out to the ones that's trying to get a job.
Listen, man, I'm trying to put everybody on, man. Listen.
Keep hope alive.
Shout out to my cameraman, Kevin, man.
Kev. I feel like I saw no Kev from somewhere before. I feel like I seen him around. I just don't know where, but it'll come to me.
But it's just like elevating people. You know what I'm saying? Having people who didn't do something, who never did, like, hold the camera before, hold the camera now.
Right.
Each one teach one. I'm going to show you. Just like you'll show me.
Kev, stay humble, man. Don't, man. I ain't gonna say no days, but I had somebody do some footage for me, man. Videography. It just took my content and bounced. I ain't recovered from that yet. But you know, when people do stuff like that, see, what they don't realize is that, like, I'm always gonna be me, and even on platforms like this, I could use this opportunity to blast that person. But you know what? I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? I don't even want that type of karma to come my way.
Yeah.
But I will say this though, man, that thing set me back till now.
Oh man.
You know, but listen, I'm good though. You know, hey.
One step back, eight
steps
forward.
Right.
Oh man.
Took three episodes. One of them was a dope exclusive too. Shouts out to Miz. You know what I'm saying? That used to be on Money and Violence. I think I was like the only one that got an interview with him after he left Money and Violence, man. And that content, man, it's gone, man. That one hurt. You know what I'm saying?
That's the one that hurt the heart.
Yeah, man. Because this was around the time, like, then the Tupac movie was coming right out, and he was, you know, he was in it. So I just, man. That was as you can see, I still ain't recovered. You hear the pain in my heart when I'm talking about it.
The pain is there.
Yeah, so I say that to say, Kev, man, you a young man. Whatever it is, man. Difference is talk it out, man, and go from there. But don't do no erratic shit, fuckboy shit. Take the footage. Yo, I'm not giving it to you.
Not giving it to you.
Come on, man.
Yeah. But then, you know, listen, that's when it comes with the aggressive, and that's when you start putting hands and feet on people.
Man, my best friend, she was ready to definitely. Let me shout out, man.
Shout out to her.
If she was watching this right now, she'd be like, yo, Larry, I told you all the time, you talk too much. Like, but it's all good though, man.
Oh man, but you know, like you come across people, and it's being in this type of industry. I want to say industry because it's an industry.
Yeah, it is industry.
All of this stuff is like an industry, and being in this type of field of industry, you come across individuals who just malicious and want to take certain things.
Yeah, I don't. You know what's crazy? Like, I want to believe I'm a good judge of character.
Yeah.
I don't think that she did it maliciously. I think somebody got in her ears.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think somebody got, because we live in a time where, again, perception. Now, if you look at my Instagram, you might think that Larry ain't missing no meals. It's days I miss fucking meals. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, that's why I say, like, even with like social media, man, we all put up. I've yet to go on my timeline and see somebody like, yo, I'm having a fucked up day, man. Yo, I ain't get the fucking eat today. Everybody posted 5-star meals.
5-star meals.
Listen, man, Larry is not eating 5-star meals every day. You know what I'm saying? So again, we need to remember that, man, and stop letting social media detach you from fucking reality. Yeah. Social media is not real, man.
That's what it will do. It will take you away from, and that's one thing I want to say, and shout out to social media for doing that. It takes people away from their own, right?
Yeah, man, that shit.
Like, if you having a struggling type of day, and you going through whatever you're going through throughout that day, you go on social media, you might say, damn, my man, or this person is eating like gourmet meals and shit like that.
Yeah, man.
But guess what? Like the theme of this podcast is you don't know my story. You
right.
Know like
I might be in motherfucking Tao or motherfucking, you know, Budokan today and be fucking eating the regular Chinese food for the rest of the week. Like
exactly. But that's how it is though. Oh man.
Shouts
you
out
to read those questions. Read that.
Shouts out to Young Pick. Make sure y'all check his single out. He got a song out right now with Tory Lanez. I see my guy, Mr. Bush. He got a dope-ass ride. I'm hoping he let me hold it. Cammy can cook. I'm still waiting for a meal. I'm not sure if Cali Fly's still there. But,
man. But you know, you just it's dope that social media allows people to do certain things, right? Like it allows you to go live. Right?
Yeah.
It allows you to reach audience, and that's one thing about. I must say, like social media is the best form of networking.
Yeah, you gotta use it for the. You gotta just use it for the good.
Back in the days, they would say, "What? Oh, you gotta go out there and network." Now you can just like network within social media.
Right, because I ain't never seen you before this podcast, man. It's like, I was like, I don't even remember who reached out to who, man. But I just was like, man, I need to get up on there, man.
Yeah,
like,
man. Listen. And shout out to Jules who came on the podcast.
Yeah, shouts out to Jules. I'm a kick Jules' ass too. She know why. Jules know why I'm gonna kick her ass. I love her. That's my homie, and I'm very, very, very proud of her, man.
Yes. And she and I think before we started, I said, "Yo, she's super dope." And I will keep telling her, "Yo, she's super dope. Her aura is just dope." And
good-hearted person.
Good-hearted person, man. And people have to understand that. That's what we trying to bring, man. That's what real conversation is trying to bring, man. You know what I'm saying? Good-hearted people who's doing something, who's trying to elevate the culture or elevate themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Combination of both.
And that's what you are.
Well, I think you kind of said. I appreciate that, my brother.
Man, we just trying to elevate people, man. Listen, because at the end of the day, we have to realize where we come from. Like you said, you brought it up earlier. Bed-Stuy. I'm from East New York.
Same thing.
You know what I'm saying?
We all in the same struggle.
The same struggle. We done seen people who do the same struggle, and now that we have these platforms to elevate ourselves, with our kids won't have to go through the same struggle.
That's right. You got kids?
Oh yeah, man. Listen, man. I tell people I got 1,000 kids, but I only got 2.
Yeah.
And I got 1 on the way.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Appreciate it.
They are absolutely a blessing.
And we just and we are trying to elevate as a family, and then we trying to take this thing to different levels, man.
Yeah, you married?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Listen,
I like that, man.
Listen, man. I'm living.
Let me ask you a question. Well,
what's up, man? What's up?
What's the best advice that you could give?
Marriage advice?
Yeah. What's the best marriage advice you could give?
My wife gonna say, "Man, this guy don't got no marriage advice."
Yeah.
But you know what though? And I always say, and I know she gonna run across this, but I say communication is the key.
Yeah, it is, man.
Communication is the key,
even outside of marriage, like even just, I realize that, man. A lot of people got communication problems, man. And
I won't even say it's a problem. I say more of an issue, because a problem can't be fixed sometimes, but issues can be. I believe that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah. I got to brainstorm that a little bit. I ain't gonna rebuttal right away.
No, definitely. But we just in communication. I say in any relationship, if it's a relationship dealing with two business partners, communication, right?
Definitely.
Relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend, relationship, wife, husband, communication. You have to communicate with your spouse, man, or your business partner. That's the only advice I can give.
I like that. That's good, man. I hold on to that when it's time for me to go in matrimony. You know?
Yeah, and like this is new. This just like the podcast, right? It's new. It's new to me. This podcast is new to me. Marriage is new to me. But the only advice I can give for podcasting is networking and being very independent,
right?
And being very eager to give good quality to people. So that's what I'm giving to your audience.
How long you been married?
I've been married since.
Then flip the whole interview on. That's the bar talk kicking in.
Hey. I've been married since June 10th of this year, so I haven't been married that long. However, I learned early that communication is the key.
That's what's up,
and
man.
that will set us.
I don't know,
forward.
man. I feel a little jealous, man. I feel like you got
love.
I feel like you got love and shit, man. You're married, man. Got the ring on. I saw it. I saw it, but I wasn't gonna say that. But then once you said something, I was like, okay, that's beautiful, man.
It's a beautiful thing, man. We've been together for almost 11 years.
Oh yeah. Well, you was married already, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, and we got 2 beautiful children and 1 on the way, and it's humbling.
I respect that, man.
Humbling,
I respect.
man.
I got so used to hearing so many stories of people not being together that it's refreshing to get something like that.
Any partnership, business wise, you go through the ups and downs.
Always.
Relationships, marriage, but you just have to find a common bond.
That's it. It's funny you say that. I was telling this to somebody yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I was telling I said, you know, growing up, I used to think like if somebody if two people in a relationship and somebody do something messed up, that like, yeah, lead them. Like, yeah, they no good for you.
Yeah.
And then now that I'm in my middle 30s, I look at it like, you know, I actually respect people, couples that work through shit because, yo, you gonna go through shit, man, and you gotta be able to work through it. If not, your life will just constantly be a revolving door. That's why when I meet people, they be like, I don't want nobody. Everybody get on my nerves.
I don't want to get married. Yeah, I don't want this person.
But you know what I realize? Sometimes they don't even. It's a problem with themselves, man. It's a problem with themselves, man.
I look at, and I know we probably, you know, we gonna work with time, but
I don't wanna mess up the time
because I'm good with time, and we both good with time. But when you in a situation, right, a marriage, the best thing for you to do is communicate, and the second thing is to be very humble with your spouse.
Yeah, that's how you gotta be when you gotta you know. I realize women always right, man. That's
and listen, my wife told me that
man. Women always,
you know what
right,
I'm saying.
Man.
And we tried to, like, you know, we listen. Like I said, everybody has ups and downs,
always,
all the time, and you just have to battle through them shit. So if somebody is mistreating somebody, whatever, then you got to look at it and say, okay, that person's not for you. I'm all for people. If you're single, then I say, listen, you need to enjoy life, right?
Right.
That means going out there, having fun, enjoying your life.
Right.
I don't say, oh, God, there, go fuck this person, go have sex with this person, go do this. Because that's not.
I need friends like you now. I'm joking.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that you want to be able to, like, enjoy your life, because you only have one life. If you have somebody that's going through 2 lives, man, or 3 lives, tell them to come see me. If they have double, triple, 40 lives, man, listen, they need to come see me, because that's a little weird, man.
That's very weird.
Come on, man.
I don't like to say that's weird. That's spooky, man. I like my one life.
Yeah, man. But listen, that's my fault. I should have said it in the beginning. But let them know where they could follow you at on Instagram.
Yeah.
Give them your Twitter. Or your social media handles.
All my social media handles. Well, my Instagram is NEZIAK _ Naziak. Now, some might say, what does that mean? That is Japanese. The meaning behind it is constant progression and growth, whether it be small or big. Pause.
Wow. That is dope, man. That's dope.
And the app page is BrooklynOrBust, APP, on Instagram. The website is www.BrooklynOrBustApp.com. And that's it for now. I don't like Twitter. I don't be on Twitter. I don't got Twitter.
Shout out to my Twitter.
Yeah.
Because I'm tweeting.
He said I'm tweeting.
I'm tweeting. Listen, but I just want to say thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, your energy is dope.
Thank you. Likewise, man.
I think everybody that I asked to come on, they just bring positive energy.
Yeah, but you know, you setting the tempo. You setting the tempo for what you want. You know? And I got one last shout out before I go. Shout out to my brother Carnation, man. He do a lot of the brunches and the events for me, and he's just a positive brother, man. Yeah. I don't know. I think the man above sent them to keep me sane, because a lot of people don't know. After I stopped doing the clothes, it was a little dark spot for a little bit, and he held me down, and he was there as a friend. You know what I'm saying? So I always gotta, show love to him.
Yeah, shout out to Carnation, man. Shout out to Carnation, man. Yeah, listen, keep doing your thing, man. You guys are, like I said, you guys are amazing, and like I was gonna say, like, everybody that I came on this podcast is just dope, and I really appreciate everybody. We all go through dark times, and but listen, I'm just looking ahead.
That's it. Same here, man.
I'm just looking ahead. So I want to just say, Real Conversations would like to thank everybody for coming to this podcast. Bang, bang. If I didn't mention you, my bad. But at the end of the day, I appreciate you. You can forget people, but guess what? You can always appreciate their work and appreciate their art.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kevin on the camera. Bang, bang.
Kev.
And We out, man. Real conversations.
Peace. BrooklynOrBust.
Man.